Let's have everyone here for a second. My God, you guys have really been busy. Welcome back to ARK Fjordur, everybody. We're starting the expansions of the base, and today we're going to be making the Kibble farm a reality. First and foremost, let's just take a look at the size of this area, because we're going to be filling up with a lot of dinos. Now, originally you can do a few different dinos. There's the Utranus. There, I believe, is the... forget the others offhand, but one of them you can use is a Deinonychus. And if we just go back to the main terminal at our base, we'll be able to see that we have not a whole lot, but a good chunk of Deinonychus ready to go. So my plan for getting this Kibble farm going is, one, in order to get the... why can you not fit in this one but you can fit in the other? Anyway, my plan is very simple in terms of how I'm going to get this thing going. First and foremost, we're going to need all of our Deinonychus. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 females and 5 males. So we're going to probably breed them out to get a few more. In terms of the crops, we have literally a whole ton. And let's just double check the recipe once more, just to make sure we have all it is that we need. So extraordinary, let me just show you all the kibbles that is available in case you don't know. It goes from basic all the way to extraordinary. And obviously, we're only going to be looking at extraordinary because that's the best thing you'll want for everything. In terms of whether it's a carnivore, omnivore, pescivore, herbivore, whichever. So the recipe for this is kind of difficult but kind of simple. We need lamb chops, eggs, fiber, honey, and mejoberries. So water is not an issue because it's connected. The second problem will be the, well, not really a problem, but the second obstacle that we'll have to overcome and have a bunch of is going to be the lamb chops. So I'm going to have to find and tame a few mutton, which isn't difficult. What is this? Oh, anyway, it's not difficult, but it is kind of like you need certain things to make certain things in order to get the mutton. So we're going to have to breed as well a couple of ovis, so we'll have the lamb chops ready to go. Dinosaur eggs, like I said, we're going to be using Deinonychus, so we can get that. I believe you need fertilized Deinonychus eggs, not just generic ones that they pass, so there's that. And then the other thing we'll have to grab out there is the giant bee honey. So for what I'll do, and then mejoberries I can literally get anywhere, anytime, so that's not an issue. So what I'm going to focus on right now is getting the Deinonychus breeding, so I could have hopefully a lot more females rather than males and just have a bunch of that, because it's a big space as you saw. So we got a lot of room for what we need. In terms of finding honey, I know we'll have to go to the redwood biome area, kind of find a few beehives. So you gotta destroy the hive, and then afterwards what you could do is use a rare flower to tame the queen bee, and then you'll have that tamed, and then that'll produce honey over time. Or we could just, for the immediate moment, just find the giant bee honey deposits around the map. Anyway, could I make a vegetable cake while in here? Yes, I can. So I need honey as well. I got pretty much everything. I just need to find some honey. So for what I could do right now is this. I'll probably just grab a couple of things of honey that are spawned around the area, just so I could have it ready to go. And then just make a bunch of the veggie cakes. I don't need a lot because I only really need a breeding pair. Then I could just keep breeding the ovis all the time. And then through their babies, unfortunately, you know what happens. I need the mutton, but that's going to be how that goes. So for right now, let me get you over here. And let's just get all these Deinonychus breeding ready to go. So that's all of them out. They're starting to breed. Let's just make sure everybody is doing it. All right, you're not, but you're one of the males, so I don't really care. I need all the females producing. So for right now, I would say all of them are doing their thing. Perfect. Let's grab an item collector, which I forgot to make. Can I pull from this far away? That would be awesome. No, I cannot. Okay. We'll just take it on back real quick. Let me craft that. So the one good thing about this is that you don't need like high levels or anything to make the fertilized eggs. You could literally have poor levels and it does not make a difference. As long as you have the numbers and quantity, that's all that matters. So can I pull, which I'm pretty sure I can. That's not how you spell item collector. Pull it. I need more metals, so we'll have to wait on that. But for right now, not a big deal. We could always just grab them once they drop. And the one good thing is that I have the egg incubator in the breeding pen, so won't really have an issue getting any dinos that way. So, and once they drop, they won't fertilize because I think it's too warm. And even if they do start, it'll take a few minutes for that. But for right now, the next thing I need is honey. So I believe not to actually, why am I going to do it like this? Let me just fly. That'd be a whole lot easier. Let me grab my wyvern. Then we could see, because I remember near where the Andrewsarchus will spawn, that's typically where you'll find some honey. And then obviously other places you'll just see the honey in general. So finding it is not hard. Like you'll see a big, not gigantic, but you'll see kind of like a yellow-orange object, which will be your honey deposit. And then you could just harvest that like metal. So you just use a pickaxe, harvest it, and you are all good to go. The problem is I don't remember exactly where I saw them last, and that kind of makes it a little difficult to find. But I definitely know it's like within this area. I just gotta figure out where they may be at the moment. You know, one thing I did realize what we can do for Deinonychus eggs, which isn't that bad idea come to think of it. They literally will spawn right here in the nest. So all you gotta do is just grab them, and that's really all you gotta do. So, like, that's something we could use for the kibble as well. So we could get something in the meantime going. And as long as they produce and will keep producing, then we could kind of, not saying this is gonna be like the route we're gonna do every time, but it is something for the immediate moment right now. So we could get a couple things of kibble going. And that will make life a little bit easier. Nice kangaroo. Again, it's not really a great strat because there's not many nests. As you can see, there's only a couple of them that will spawn in the immediate area. They are scattered a bit around the map, but again, not in great numbers and droves. So I'm glad I went back to base to grab some honey. Where are you going? Please stop. Because, as you just saw... Oh my goodness, you are really not helping right now. I need something better than a wyvern, because this thing, although it's great... You're on... Anyway. Came across this guy by dumb chance. So, you can gather the honey, which is great that way. We get 5 off the rip, so that's good. Now, the trick to... Let me keep you on passive and let me instead get out Joker. Yeah, I'll lose a little bit of health, but it's really not that much in the grand scheme of things. So the trick to getting this thing is now we gotta get the rare flowers on the hotbar, because once you destroy the nest, the queen bee is gonna pop out, and that's when you gotta do the quick passive tame, and then it's yours. So let's just see. Oh, this thing should not take long to destroy. If I've done this right. Where'd you go? Where the hell did you go? Unless I didn't do this right. Maybe you're not supposed to use dinos to destroy it, but I thought you could. Anywho, the real reason why I came over in this area is because I remember when we were doing the Bela boss fight, there was that little area right before you spawned it in that was full, and I mean full, of giant bee honey. So now, since I kind of accidentally removed its blip from my map, I kind of have to remember where it is. I know it's on the cliff edge right by the whatever you want to call this area. I just got to find that little opening, and then I'm pretty much good to go. Here we go, right where we want to be. See how many... I don't see a single one. Well, that's not good. I mean, I have some honey, so I can make... Oh, there's a couple. Alright, so I guess they may not despawn, or it might be a while till they spawn back in, but I have all this area set up where I didn't really harvest, so let's see. This grabs it by 6. Alright, so definitely want to use a pickaxe for this. You also get rare flowers and some polymer, so that's good. Let's just have you on passive, just in case. Alright, so this is definitely a good start to getting some kibble, getting some veggie cakes, and then potentially the bats once I come to that point. What do I hear? I hear a divebear and maybe a Maganera. I'm not sure. Either way, we're just gonna get what we came here for. I think I missed one or two. Let me just double back and check. The honey lasts for about 15 minutes. On you, it's an hour. So we're going to transfer all the honey we can right there. Perfect. As well as the polymer. And I guess some of the rare flowers. It might just not respawn once you harvest them, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess it kind of makes it fair because you shouldn't really have... Oh, you're a goner. Sorry, bud. Is there another one in here? No? Alright. Let's continue on with this honey. There we go. Is there any other ones I've missed? I don't think so. I think that's all of them in here. Yeah, so that's a good start for things. What am I stuck on? That's just great. Are you kidding? Alright, so we definitely got a good chunk of honey to get things going. That's for sure. We should have a few Deinonychus eggs by now. I know I grabbed some here. What do I hear? Alright, let's just go back to base. So we got a few things where we could get things going. I just need to... Honestly, I could grab the mejoberries off the trough. I know I have a chunk in there. In terms of honey, we have a whole lot, so that's good. Kibble, in terms of the eggs, should have a decent amount to start things off. Let me just grab this purple drop. Actually, how long... Yeah, let me just grab this purple drop real quick. Check in on the eggs, see how many we got there, and then we should be good to get at least a few veggie cakes going so I can get some ovis. So then I can make the mutton, and it's gone. Ain't that luckity Irish for you? Alright, so let's see. What do we have right now? You know what? I don't think I can make the kibble without the lamb chops, so I do need the ovis first. So all I can make at the moment is a few veggie cakes, actually, because I don't need that many. Let me... maybe 4, because I'm thinking of a high... Actually, let's just play it safe in the rare event. It needs a whole lot. We are making 10, right? Cool. Alright, let's see how many babies we got here. Let me... Could I... Oh, you guys have been very busy. Is there a way I could just... Actually, no, let me not do that, because I don't want to ruin their mating intervals or anything. Can I pull... What am I typing? Pull. Alright, so I might just let them sit for a minute. Alright, so let's go get some mutton, or ovis, rather. In terms of finding them, the easiest way I've come across them is literally by chance. Although you can go certain areas where they should spawn. The snow biomes are probably the best place for them. And then you can literally find them anywhere else. Wait a second. Are you a honey deposit? No, you're not. Alright, so let's try this again. So, first let's just gather what we can. And then... Alright, that's going to take a minute. Let me... Does this work? Alright, that works, but again, not super ideal. 37. You do 32. So, I guess I'll just sit on this for a minute. Actually, I could just lower it with a Ravager. Probably like 1 or 2 hits, so I can save a lot of time. Alright, that should make it very weak, so we won't need you right now. So let's first drop the honey on you. And then let's come back in here with the pike. Finish this off, which might take a second, but we'll see how it goes. Because what I'm thinking is maybe by killing it off with a creature, it won't spawn it. But if you use... I guess tools and yourself, essentially, and not a creature's damage or melee, it should be able to spawn. Nope, I'm just missing that one completely. So, at least I know they're spawning. Now I just gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong. Do I have to be in ghillie with a bug repellent? Or maybe those just aren't the right kind of hives I'm finding, but I'm pretty sure they are. Anyway, let's just go look for some mutton. So let's see if I could do this. Now, I have all the ghillie. The only thing is, I didn't craft or make a bug repellent because I cannot do that on the fly. So, hopefully, this thing goes down in, what, 2 more hits? Alright, so potentially, actually, let me just gather some honey. If I did some of this right, no, I need the insect repellent. Alrighty then, we'll try that a different time, but for right now, let me put on my stuff before I freeze to death once more. There we go. Put that there. And drop off the honey so that doesn't spoil. Yeah, it's probably impossible to do this at night. Well, I have some eggs, so I can at least get some kibble going. But obviously, let me just see what it is. Oh my goodness, this wyvern is the epitome of this game at times. Yeah, I need like a griffin or something, I think. That's what I want, because although this thing is fun to use, this is absolutely annoying. The only good thing a wyvern is really for early game is obviously in place of like a griffin or something. Oh my goodness, you're an idiot. The only real use now I have for a wyvern is really just boss arenas, if I could even get in with them. I truly don't know. I have not tested it. So hopefully that is the case, because I have some very, very high level wyverns ready to go at a moment's notice. Let's get inside here. Let's take the rest of this honey. Any day now. Thank you. I'll get all that stuff later. Gamma down because it's quite bright. Throw the rest, I guess, in... not there. Actually, what I need to focus on is making some bug repellent. So let me see what that will take. Don't know why I did that, but I did. No, not you. I need you. Bug repellent. I probably gotta learn it first. Bug repellent. What do you need? Citronal, got. Narcotics, got. Well, alright. Got all that. So we can make probably just a few. I don't think I need that many, but you never know. Let me make... probably 10 is a good number to start things off with. Let me get a gasoline, because it needs that to power. Just grab that from the Jenny. There we go. Turn on, start crafting. Alright, so we got ourselves the beehive, so let's first get all our ghillie on. I did craft the bug repellent, so we got that. Now I did read, alright, so we got a few minutes on that, not an issue. So I got the rare flowers, I got everything we need. The only thing I read that you're not supposed to do is literally what I was doing, which essentially is to not use melee and to only use ranged weapons. And obviously if you had Tame Dire Bear, it'd be a whole lot easier, but don't have that luxury at the moment. So this is the best we're going to do, because the bees should be, yeah, so they, I think, will start to heal it or whatever, but I'm not seeing a single beehive spawn. I'm not seeing any bees spawn from the beehive, so I don't know if this is working. Hopefully, because I hear them, but then again, I truly don't know. In theory, from what I read, I'm doing everything right. I got the bug repellent, I got full ghillie on. Alright, let me just make sure I'm doing that. Yeah, all ghillie. Using ranged weaponry and using bug repellent. So that really is all that is needed. So hopefully we get this thing relatively soon. Where you at? Halfway? Honestly, I could probably stay close. I don't think it matters. So hopefully we'll get our... Where the hell... Huh. This is a pretty confusing thing. It should not be this difficult. So now I decide to come to the redwoods because I kind of feel this might be the place where I'm supposed to do it properly, although I have been finding the other ones, but again, to no success. But while I am here, since I do happen to have some veggie cakes, I might as well, well, one thing I should do is literally have all of these on here because they will spoil a lot quicker on me than that. First off, you gotta go. Good enough. Let's grab some macatinas while we're here because cementing paste will make it a whole lot easier. But you guys just here. Hello. Can I not do this in Gilly? I have the veggie cakes, that is what you eat, and I don't believe you are knockout. Like, this shouldn't be a difficulty, but it is. What are you, why are you being so special? It ain't a knockout tame, is it? Let me check real quick. Well then, I guess let's just forget about that one and get on to why we came here in the first place. Is that it? No, but these are the things I was looking for earlier. These are just like the natural spawns where they'll give you some... Wait, let me see. What works better? Alright, definitely the hatchet now for these. So if you find a honeycomb in a cave or whatever, use a pickaxe. If you find them loose like that, you'll want to hatchet them. Like the one right here. So this is how you really would want to find if you're like low level trying to tame an Andrewsarchus. I believe you just drop it and it's a passive tame for the honey. Once you feed them, they'll want you to like mount them and then you gotta do a couple I think activities or run around kind of like with the equus. And then you're pretty much gonna be good to go in terms of taming. It just might take a few tries and a few attempts doing it because they will definitely put a beating on you if you are not careful and not doing it the way you're supposed to. Got the rare flower set. Got all my gilly on. Let me just double check that is right. Yes, it is. Let's eat a bug repellent. Or consume it, rather. Why can I move? Alright. Let's try doing it this way. So, let's do this. Let's see how much one damage. 1 C4 will damage it. Okay, I guess I gotta be close enough away. Why are you not damaging it, though? Hello? This is a little awkward. You're not destroying it, are you? Let me see what else. So it looks like I'm gonna be needing a dire bear, because for ARK Fjordur, unlike the regular ARKs or even in Ascended, the ways I was doing it was not working. So I need to use a dire bear, and once that is tamed, then I just have to simply use a dire bear to destroy the beehive. The queen bee should spawn at that point, and then we should have a domesticated beehive we could use for anything and everything to produce the honey for us. So finding the dire bears is really easy. I'm just going to get a low level so that way it tames a lot quicker because I do not care for a high level at the moment. I don't really need it aside from this purpose. So just something simple should do the trick, and then we can go from the... Actually, I gotta check how many eggs I have because I feel like I have a whole lot of eggs I need to take before they deactivate. Not deactivate, before they disappear. Let's have everyone here for a second. My God. You guys have really been busy. Maybe I don't need any more Deinonychus, honestly. This is insane how many there are right now. Might not have found the dire bear just yet, but happen to find yet another alpha raptor, so let's just take care of you real quick. And everyone's dead. Perfect. Nice and easy. It shouldn't be that difficult at times to find the dire bear because this is literally the redwoods area. It's where they will spawn the most, if not in abundance. Ooh, Maywing. Honestly, I do need one of those because, well, I don't have to keep saying it. Let's just grab it no matter what level it is because something is better than nothing. Then again, I do not have all the means to trap it, so let's hope you're kind of a lower level. 50, 95. Oh, you're gonna fly away. Unless I get some really good headshots on you. Give me another one, give me another one. Alright, that was 2. I don't know where it went. Alright, you went that way. Oh, you knocked out. Perfect. Alright, I only could really get prime meat at the moment, so that's just gonna have to be what's gonna have to be. Do I happen to have any on you? Otherwise, there was a carno back. Actually, I never tried honey. Maybe it'll like honey. I do got prime meat as well, so let's get over here. Just destroy all this. Oh, there's another one. I mean, depends on your level if I can even do this. 25. I think as a backup, we'll just get another one just in case. Yeah, so let's see. Do you guys like honey? I didn't grab any. Let's see. Honey. Do I see and hear any lovers for honey? Nope. You're not liking the honey. Prime meat it is. Let's get some from you. You can hold that. Let's see. I don't think that many. That other one, the lower level one, should probably take 1, maybe 2. This will probably take 3. Had to take a guess. Not 100% on that, but we'll see. Alright, one more. Actually, you got all we need. And then just probably throw. Do you like honey? Because you're kind of right there. Alright, let's grab you. Let's just grab 2 from here. I think that'll be good. Let's grab a honey as well. I truly don't know if you could tame a whatever the thing, Gigantopithecus, mega. The boss one I think is the mega, so this would be Gigantopithecus. I do have the ghillie though, so let me take ample time to dress that up. Alright, there we go. There you are. So I got what I need. Now let's see, do you like honey? No, you don't. Don't even know, what was your level? I didn't even check it. Oh, excuse me, level 50. Alright, we really don't need you, so I think I'm just gonna let you live your life out here in the wild with no care in the world. Oh, finally, someone wants to show up at the party. Let's see what level you are. Not like I care, but let me just... You know what? Screw it. Let me just see what level you are. 60. Perfect. Low enough. Let's just get this started. You do hit hard, but this guy's got enough health, so not an issue. And you shouldn't take too many tranks, but... Nope, that missed. Is there no headshots on these? Probably not. If I had to take a guess, that will probably be the case. Oh, someone's a little sleepy, yeah? Where the hell did you sprint? Where'd you go, dude? What direction did you run? Oh, there you are. I see you, I see you, I see you. And I miss. Damn, you really move. Come on. There we go. You should probably go out with this one, right? Right? You're going to sleep? You going to sleep yet? Aha, trap. Nope. How much torpor do you have left? No, you are not going off the cliff. You're going to sleep right now, buddy. Thank you. Let's drop some prime. I should still have. Raw prime, perfect. We'll give you not all that. Give you 10, probably more than enough. All I need to do is find a honey, what is it called? A beehive. And in theory now, this should be what I need to do it, where I can get the queen bee, domesticate it, tame it, whatever, and have that all ready to go. But I will see you when we're looking straight down the barrel of a beehive. So I'm going to take a quick pivot from the beehive quest, and for right now, I have most of the ingredients ready for the kibble farm. In terms of all the Deinonychus, breed up a few extra females so that way we have everybody going. And let me just take a look because it's probably full already. Yep, it surely is. So let's just transfer everything. I mean, look at all these eggs. Like, they're producing pretty quick, so I might want to fix the rates of the egg spawns, but at the same time, I say we're pretty good on that front, so we don't really have to worry about kibble. And even after they produce, they still will last how long? Like a few weeks, I think. If I could only get through to here. Yeah, it's good for like another seconds, minutes. It's good for like a literal week. So as long as I keep checking on this every so often, I am very well to grab all the eggs I need. So we got a female ovis right here. Let's just grab, I don't know how many this is going to take. Let's see. It is a level 15, so probably not much. Just the one. Perfect. Now let me grab a male, and then we can get the situation started. And here are our mating pair of ovis. So let's begin the process of getting some lamb chops starting to cook. Do this and that, so you guys shouldn't take too long, I believe. I could be wrong, but who knows. We'll let them just keep going and going, because again, it doesn't matter as long as we get the babies. Even if they, well, the fully grown ones will probably give you more, so I'll try and let them grow as much as possible, but if they die, then I'll just grab whatever I can get off of them. Let's get a quick sip of water. So now all I need, I got the eggs going, I got mejoberry. Let me just actually check the recipe if there's anything else that I may need. We go to, is it crafted? Yeah. Lamb chops, they are in progress. Dinosaur eggs, got that. Fiber, have. Honey, have. Mejoberries, have. And obviously the water. The only thing I want, obviously, to have a better consistent thing would be to get the honey constantly producing with beehives. So I'm gonna keep looking for that instead of just keep showing you everything, every failure that I have till I get something right. I'm just gonna skip to the point where I have it and we're about to get the kibble started. So I think I kind of figured out how to do this. I did it with another beehive and it worked, but I wasn't recording at the time. So let me see. I got the bear. So all I gotta do is hit it. Alright, so I think they did spawn. Yeah, so they are spawning. Alright, so now they're working. I don't know what, maybe it was just certain ones before that weren't going, but either way, it's fine. I guess we'll just keep hitting it till the beehive breaks. Alright, so there she is. Excuse me. Can you please stop stinging me? Come on. Let me run. There we go. Alright, that worked out perfectly. And now we got all the minions, which I don't believe will matter. Obtain beehive. Oh, so they do die from that? Awesome. Dumb chance. Can I grab the chitin off of these guys? Probably not, but it'd be cool if I could. I don't think that's gonna be it. No. That's fine. I don't need them. I mean, it would be nice for the cementing paste, but that's fine. So now I have... Oh yeah, one of the sheep did die, so that's kind of that scenario. Alright, so we have... What was it? Just the one right now. Okay, so... Let me grab a few more of these, and I'll head back to base, and then we can get the kibble farm actually working fully and operational. Alright, we have everything we need to finally make kibble. Let's just do that. So let me show you real quick what we got. So the ovis, we got them right here. Set up another terminal so that way it could catch the babies when they come. As you can see, it's already got that one. So in theory, once this lady gestates her baby, within a few short seconds, it should be picked up. And actually, let me make a bunch more of these, because I feel like it's better to have them than not. Alright, so that's going to be doing that in the meantime. Cool. Then, in terms of honey, obviously you saw, got the beehives. I couldn't place them on the floor or anything, or the ceilings, or even foundations, so they have to be straight up put on the floor. So I got them down there, and also I forgot, because when you open them, they will attack you as the bees. So rather than doing that, let me just get my ghillie set. That's not how you spell that. I guess I have more than one, so that's fine. Let me get the weaker stuff, so that way it's not like a big deal if it breaks. And a mess, so that's everything I need there. Cool. Let's go down there. Quick jump. Let's throw all this in here. And what is this? What is this blue? Oh, that's from the terminal trap. That's fine. So let's go here. Not you. Where's my RG? I think I left the RG out actually with the eggs. So we got to get over there shortly. So let's not forget to do that. But for right now, because I do have honey. Sorry about that. I do have honey and everything, so I can start making some kibble. So again, we have all the ingredients we need. I also have been cooking up some mutton, so got some of that. Nothing crazy. Matter of fact, let me just get this, because I've also been making jerky, because the jerky lasts a whole lot longer, and I think nutritionally it's much better from what I have been seeing. So let's go ahead, pull all the stuff we need for as many of this as we can. Alright, we have for 8 of them. That's fine. What did I run out of? Probably fiber, or I think it's just a space, honestly. I guess I don't need all of these eggs in here. So let me just pull a bunch of them out. And then we can get going on more kibble. I need mejoberries, of course. Let's just run around here. Like so. Alright, so again, this isn't the greatest. I'm gonna just put melee, because maybe it just gathers it better. I don't need anything else for the moment, so I'm just gonna drop all of that and just keep the mejos. So let me actually disable that thing so I don't see it, because kind of annoying to see. Let's go, where do I do? Options, and shut that. Alright, no more blue. Perfect. Any babies yet? Got 3 of them. I think they were twins, so that works out perfectly. And while they're in there, they will grow, so I don't have to deal with them. So that is perfectly fine. So let's go, where's... Oh, hello there. Didn't mean to leave your head in there. Not you. There we go. So let's get the mejoberries inside. And then we should be able to make a bunch of kibble. Let me get the seeds out, because I need that real quick. And consumables, crafted foods. See, how many can we make this time? 20 of them. Alright, so that's pretty good. And it's based off the mutton. So Might have to let those guys grow up a little longer, let them become adults so I could hopefully gather more off of them. And in the meantime, let me see, do I have pin to have? No, I don't. Let me craft, probably I'll just keep it in here because it'll just be easier. Large crop plots. Let me craft 2 of them just so I have enough at any given moment. Wait for that to craft. There's 1. I guess we just literally drop it in front. It doesn't matter. I'll live with that. That's perfectly fine. I got fertilizer, so I'm not concerned about that. It's the water that I will have to throw a tap. Probably, I actually might have that. Let me get a vertical. Let me get a horizontal. I gotta make a tap real quick. That's okay. I know I have some fertilizer. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me craft this real quick. Where is it? Over there? Yeah. Excuse me. Thank you. Don't mind me. Just making a tap. And then I'll be out of your hair. There we go. And then we shall have you. You go right where I need you, right here. There. Bring that over right. I saw the snap. Thank you. And have this go right here. And you're irrigated. Not yet. Why are you? Now you're irrigated. Perfect. Alright. Grow. Thank you. Probably got to also check on the crop plots because I haven't checked their fertilizer. They need more. But in the meantime, this is what we wanted. The extraordinary augmented kibble, which is the best of the best, without a doubt. Let me not lose the mutton. I don't want to risk that one spoiling. I'm not going to keep it in there because that'll start to convert. Any of them? Alright, perfect. You're kind of empty. I'll keep that in there, and I don't need any of those. Oh, I got all this mutton, so let me not waste any of this. Again, throw it in there. You should get to growing momentarily. And can I craft any more in here for the moment? Let's see. We go here, we go there. 6 of them. So it looks like everything is working. I just need, I guess, more honey. But wait a second. I have a bunch of honey in here. I don't know. Maybe it's the fiber. Anyway, I'll figure that all out later on. That's growing and that's growing. But that's going to do it for today's episode. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and show your support. And if you come back here regularly, also subscribe to the channel so you never miss when I upload next. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care.